Chapter 08: The Power of Inner Transformation. The teachings of Jesus go far beyond external behaviors or rigid rules. His message is an invitation to a profound and lasting transformation, one that begins in the heart and shapes the entire life of a person. While the world often evaluates individuals by their visible actions, Jesus looks deeper. He sees the intentions that drive each choice. True spirituality, according to his words, is not about performing good deeds for recognition or merely following religious obligations. It is about allowing his love and grace to reshape our inner being, so that our actions flow naturally from a transformed heart. It is easy to misjudge others when we focus only on appearances. A charitable act may seem selfless, yet it can be motivated by personal gain, guilt, or a desire for approval. God, however, sees beyond what is visible and discerns what lies in the depths of the soul. That is why Jesus constantly emphasized the need for inner renewal. He taught that genuine generosity is not about being seen, but about giving with sincerity, away from the eyes of the world. When he said, "But when you give to the needy, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your giving may be in secret. Then your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you." Matthew 6:3-4. He was reminding us that what truly matters is not the act itself, but the heart from which it comes. Looking at the life of Jesus, we find someone who never sought fame or recognition for his works. His miracles were never about impressing crowds, but about bringing transformation to those in need and revealing the love of God. He was never interested in outward displays of power. His strength was in humility, and his greatest sign was his ability to love unconditionally. He healed the sick, restored the broken, and forgave the undeserving, not for his own benefit, but because his very nature was love in action. His invitation is the same for us, to be transformed from within so that the fruit of our lives may be authentic and life-giving. Jesus once said, "By their fruit you will recognize them." Matthew 7:16. A good tree produces good fruit, while a bad tree cannot bear anything but bad fruit. This means that without an inner transformation, even our best efforts remain tainted by our limitations and flaws. We can attempt to be good, follow rules, and perform kind gestures, but if our hearts are unchanged, these actions will never produce lasting transformation. However, when we allow Jesus to live in us, when we surrender our old ways and embrace his renewal, our actions become natural expressions of a new life. We are no longer bound by duty or pressured by expectations. We begin to bear fruit that blesses those around us, not because we have to, but because we have been changed from within. Transformation is never imposed. It is always an invitation. Just as someone must taste a new food to understand its flavor, experiencing a life with Jesus is a choice. It is an invitation to something new, something beyond what words can describe. Imagine trying to explain the taste of a fruit to someone who has never eaten it. No matter how detailed your words are, they will never truly capture the experience. The only way for them to understand is to take a bite and taste for themselves. That is how the life of faith works. Once someone has encountered Jesus, they long for others to experience the same, because the change is too real, too deep, and too overwhelming to be ignored. You might wonder why I have chosen to spend so much time writing this book. The answer is simple. My greatest desire is that you experience for yourself the beauty of a life transformed by Jesus. The best part is that this invitation is entirely free. It is not something you have to earn, nor something that requires you to be perfect. But don't rush. Everything happens in its own time. If you are not yet ready to take this step, then start with the search. Seek the evidence examine the history, and explore the truth. I am certain of one thing. When Jesus finds you, you will experience something that no words could ever fully describe. Prayer for heart and life transformation. Lord, may your love transform my heart so that my actions may be a sincere reflection of your presence in my life. Renew my mind, shape my spirit, and make me an instrument of your love so that through me, others may experience the grace and transformation that only you can offer. Amen.